Before I get into this video, I want to break down exactly what you can get that is obtainable and reasonably attainable in cap breakers. In my humble opinion, I feel like you can get 20 cap breakers without having to go crazy on this game. Every single season, you can get a cap breaker in the season pass. So that is a total of 9, okay? Then you can get specializations. With your specializations, you can get 2 cap breakers in your specializations. Then you can get 4 in crews. All you have to do is make a crew and you will be able to get 4 cap breakers there, okay? Then you hit rookie 5, you get a cap breaker. Then starter 3, you'll get a cap breaker. And then in starter 5, you will get 3 additional cap breakers for a total of 20. That is very, very, very attainable. So with that being said, I will be making this video based upon these expectations of getting 20 cap breakers. If you do not feel like you can get 20 cap breakers, then by all means, make the adjustments necessary. The question is probably going to be asked, hey, Unc, why are you doing it based off 20 cap breakers? Well, because I want to make sure you do not make a ton of builds and you are able to save your VC. So this is from this point forward, all videos will be based upon 20 cap breakers, all right? To try to save you VC and to educate you on why this build is going to be goated. All right, let's get right into it, man. Again, watch the video all the way through or you will be lost, okay? I'm going to break this down to the T for you real quick and as quick as possible so it won't be too long-winded. So, ultimate two-way build, 6'8", 215, 6'9" wingspan, all right? As you're going to see here, all right, on the finishing side, there's a lot of things that we can do with this build, and I just want to break it down quickly, all right? We have an 87 driving dunk. You can use 2 cap breakers here, plus 3 on your vert, and that's going to give you 89 with a 78 vert. That'll give you 1 foot and 2 foot pro contact dunk animations. You also will have a ridiculous 85 standing dunk, which will give you rise up on silver. Standing dunks are really strong, okay? Then you're going to have a 79 post control, where you can theoretically do anything and everything you want down low, because a lot of people, especially lockdowns, everybody, and they're just, you know, everybody's a demigod. No one's really faced up any post. So if you're someone that likes to work in the post, I definitely highly recommend doing it, because that is going to be my next build I'm working on. Is my Michael Jordan build, Kobe build, which is going to have a 90 post control. But when it comes to your shooting, you have an 85 3 ball. Of course, you can use 4 cap breakers here to get this to an 89. You also have a mid-range shot, which again, you can theoretically use 5 cap breakers here if you wanted to. Now, I'm going to show you at the end what the cap breakers look like, but I'm just giving you an idea of where you can put these cap breakers, all right? If it came down to what I feel like ideally you should specialize in, there's a lot of areas where you can specialize in with this build, and it's really your preference. I just do not recommend doing defense. You can do the playmaking portion, which again is, to me, is the one I feel like should be the one that you use, but it's really up to you. And then, of course, you will have a 77 ball handle with a 75 speed with ball. Again, you can use cap breakers here. And like I said, you have 24 cap breakers all in all. So there's so many cap breakers here to literally make this build as goated as it can. And these 24 cap breakers, they are very attainable. All right? Very attainable. They're not where it's, you know, hard to get. It's just about just playing the game, right? Get to starter 5, play the game. You saw the intro. That's all you have to do, okay? Now, defensively, there are some things you can go on this route also. You see right here, you have a 79 still. You can use your cap breakers here to get this up to an 85. We're going to talk about that in a second when we get there, all right? You can also get your perimeter defense up. You know, it just really depends. Like, it's so funny now how the builder is so different, because what you're seeing right now, cap breakers will virtually change this into something completely different, all right? But I wanted to at least show you the template of what you can get here before we move ahead. All right, we have an 80 defensive rebound, which is huge. That's going to give you silver rebound chaser. There is no weaknesses to this build. Now, even somebody can say, yo, pass accuracy is really low. Not really. There was a test that was done. For some reason, shape, or form, your pass accuracy has nothing to do with your speed anymore. So that's why everybody was can still throw zippy passes. I think that's just a part of this keeping the game fast paced. So you got to get that mindset out of, oh, you know, you don't have any pass act. Nah, it's people that are going 65, 70, 71, that are point guards, right? That are point guards. So again, the whole mindset of what's going on in what you did in 25, don't bring that into 26. That is so true here, all right? 82 speed, 75 agility, 73 strength, and then 75 vert, okay? Now, when it comes to the takeovers, again, there's a lot that you can pick from, but you know, you have the sharpshooter, you have at the rim, you have attacking, you have a sharpshooter again. Like, there's some really good ones that you can pick from this, but again, it's all gonna change when we make the adjustments. So let's look at this build real quick, the name, and then we're gonna go really thoroughly break this down. Two-way, three-point sniping, rim wrecker, and as you can see, there is no big weaknesses to report. And yes, that is with the 65 pass act. Because why? Because you don't need a high pass act. Strengths: fearless finisher at the rim, premier perimeter lock, drops bombs off the catch, thrives in up-tempo play. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and get down to the nicks and crannies of how you can make this build, you know, why I feel like this is the ultimate two-way build. And it's simply put, as we can come here, get out of here, let's take a look at the attributes, okay? So this is the cap breaker setup, all right? Now let's go ahead and talk about, see, a lot of y'all won't be able to see this because you have to have the season pass or cap breaker already. So I want to show you these before you get the game so you can see exactly why I feel like this is going to be next level. Now, you have the option to specialize. Remember I said you could specialize and go 77, 78, 79, 80, 81. So you can use here and get 81 ball handle, which will obviously unlock some really good dribble sigs. So you can go 81, and 81 also will give you your handles for days on bronze. on silver, and then you will get some other bronze badges. So just keep that in mind if you want to go that route. Obviously, if you do want your pass accuracy up, 2, 4, 6, 8, all right, 9. So this right here will give you a 74 pass accuracy, which really I think you only need a 71, but you can do that also with your cap breakers. Remember, you have 24 cap breakers potentially to use, okay? 24. Now, three-point shot. This is what I recommend. So I'm gonna go into what I recommend. 85, 86, 87, 88, 89. Use 4 cap breakers here, right? Get that to an 89. That will give you a limitless on gold, okay? So you have gold limitless. Then I'll go 81. I'm sorry. Then I'll go with my driving dunk. I'll use 2 cap breakers here, or 3, because going 90 will give you the tomahawks and stuff. So use 2 or 3 cap breakers here, and then of course get your vert. Use 3 cap breakers here. All right. So if we're counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. You can do 90, or it could be 8 or 9, whatever. Okay. Now, so we come over here to the steal. 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85. Use this 2 cap breakers here. That would give you the 85 steal, which would give you the gold interceptor. All right. And then even here, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92. You can get up to 92 on your perimeter defense. You can go up 4. We see that 6, 9, 12, 16. You can get an 86 interior defense. You see what I'm saying? 86 interior defense. As I bounce around on this, you can see why I feel like this is the ultimate two-way build. Because you could literally, what you see right now is not going to be the same when you get your cap breakers. Right now, I only have 2 cap breakers, but I'm about to have so much more cap breakers than what I have originally. Okay? So, again, so much potential in this build. You can get your pass accuracy up to a 74. You can get an interior defense up to an 86. You can get an 85 steal. You can get a 91 perimeter defense. Okay, you can get an 8. You can get I think you can get even higher now. I just say stop at 89, but you can probably go what, 89, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90. You can have a 93 ball, which will give you deep bomber. So actually, I think you should do that. Deep bomber. It's a 93 ball. All right. So to be able to have a 93 ball in this build is absolutely insane. So the reason why I'm not okay. And then last, first let me say this part, then I wrap up. Now, when it comes to specialization, all right, to me, the easiest ones is really based upon how you play, because playmaking is by far the easiest. All you gotta do is just get assists. So you could just naturally be playing, just be passing the ball the whole time, getting assists. You can do that in Street Kings, My Career, playing with your homies, whatever. But if you're more of a scorer, then the best one probably be just to hit shots, hit threes. You know, just hit your threes the whole time. It's a grind, but you'll hit threes and you'll get, like I said, your additional cat breakers that way. So when we come over to the specialization, which we talked about already, you'll get the 2 cat breakers. You got to hit 500 mid-range or 500 3-point shots. Now, again, this is a grind, right? And then 1,000 3-point shots, right? So that it's not like something you just wake up and just do. Like, it's going to take some time. But at the end of the day, it is definitely attainable to get. So it's really up to you and your preference of how you want to pan this out. But I'm telling you right now, this is going to be by far the best two-way build. It has post scoring. It has a high standing dunk. It has a high driving dunk. It has a driving layup. And again, if the driving layup, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can get an 85 driving layup also. Like I said, man, who knows? Sky's the limit. That's all I got to say. Sky is the limit. The first thing you, again, like I always say in the builder, is make sure you establish which one you want to get your cat breakers with, because you know that's going to take the longest, and it's going to be the last things you add. All right? So what is something you're good without? Maybe you want to specialize in playmaking because you know you want to use those 2 cat breakers, you know, here or whatever, and you know you're cool with having that last. So even if you want to use 5 cat breakers here, use 2 from specialization and then use 3 from wherever else you get it. Maybe it's from hitting starter 5 or whatever. But that's what you want to establish first. Once you establish where you're going to specialize in, then you go ahead and know where you can use your other cat breakers based upon how quickly you can get them, okay? So this is why I feel like this is the best two-way build in the game. Y'all let me know in the comment section how you feel about this. But other than that, it's your favorite old head, Uncle Demi. I'll be back really, really soon on the banger, man. You know, when I say back soon on the banger, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm talking about tomorrow, man. I'm out.